poor goddamn thing. The Astros have been scuffling all fucking week. All goddamn week. This team has had a prime opportunity to move into first place in the AL West and put some ground between them and the Astros, but they can't fucking do it. Because Jerry Dipoto is not interested in winning. Because John Stanton is damn sure not interested in winning. No, nobody on this team seems fucking interested in winning. Nobody. Dylan Moore can't fucking hit, but that's okay. We're going to play him, and we're going to keep playing him against lefties because, well, that's what we do in Seattle. Dylan Moore literally cost you a fucking ball game in Baltimore. But yeah, okay, yeah, no. We'll keep playing him against lefties because that's what we do here in Seattle. We're going to play him against lefties, even though he's pretty much an automatic out at this point. Even though he swings at everything that comes near him, even though he can't hit, even though he's got close to a 60% strikeout rate, yeah, no, we'll keep playing that guy. We'll keep playing that guy because he's right-handed bat and it's a lefty. And that's just what the analytics say. And, that's just how it goes. I mean, that's baseball. And then, if that's not bad enough, you decide to put Donovan Solano in against lefties, even though he hasn't been able to hit lefties all year. He's good against righties, which I don't understand why he doesn't get more right-handed at-bats, but whatever. So, Donovan Solano, yeah, no, he can't hit lefties, but, we'll keep rolling them out against lefties, and, we'll see how that works. Been seeing how it works all year, guys. All year. It's not working. You've been seeing how Dylan Moore works all year, guys. It ain't working. Not to mention, whenever you face a lefty that has even a halfway decent fucking changeup, this fucking lineup strikes out 12 times a game. Happens all the time. In the offseason, you had a chance to get Pete Alonso for $20 million. Nah, I didn't want to do that. No. That's just too much money for us. We can't spend $20 million a year on Pete Alonso. That is a luxury that we, the ownership group, John Stanton and Chris Larson, couple of billionaires, can't afford. No. We need that money for a fucking yacht or in addition to our fucking mansion over on Bainbridge Island or Mercer Island or whatever. We can't spend that money. That we need that money to line our own fucking pockets. Pete Alonso would have been really good in this lineup all year. But no, you couldn't do it. You didn't have the money. You had no money. All you had was the $15 million that you could spend, that Major League Baseball gave you. That was it. All you had was the money to sign Solano and fucking Polanco. That was it. You had no money. Couldn't sign a couple of decent relievers. No. Our pitching development staff, we'll take these guys that were broken and we'll fix them. Yeah, how's that worked out for you? Trade deadline comes around. Mariners trade for Josh Naylor. Yay! Mariners trade for Gino Suarez. Oh, wow, the Vines are back. Yay! Mariners trade for Caleb Ferguson. Whoop-de-doo. Johan Duran. Now, we can't spend that ex-prospect. Can't do it. No. That's just too rich for our blood. You know what, Philly? You go ahead and you take him. You guys just go ahead and you take him. We don't want to spend that extra prospect. That is just not the way we do business here in Seattle. You guys, you have at him. Even though we could use another high leverage arm like Johan Duran. No. You go ahead, you have at him. You add him to your playoff run, to your most likely World Series roster. We'll just sit back and chill with guys like Saucedo and Soren Lau. And, maybe there's a guy that gets DFA'd that we might look at. The guy in Atlanta looks pretty good. We'll look at that guy. Yeah, we'll do that sort of thing. Oh, Willie Castro? No, we don't want to pay extra for him, even though we could use him as a Dylan Moore replacement. No, Chicago, you go ahead and you take him. We're good here. We'll just roll with Dylan Moore, and we'll roll with Donovan Solano all year, because eventually they're gonna break out, and they're gonna go on a streak, even though there's no fucking evidence, or we haven't seen any evidence of a breakout from them all year. Even though Donovan Solano isn't really playing and doesn't really have a spot on this team per se. We'll just keep him on the roster. We'll just roll with Dylan Moore, even though he has a 60% strikeout percentage. We're going to roll with that guy. We're not going to have a functioning bench. We're going to play essentially with, what do they got, 12 hitters, something like that? Yeah, we're going to play essentially 2 or 3 men down, because that's just how we roll in Seattle. And we think that's good enough. This is, by far, the most piss poorly run baseball team on the fucking planet. You have better guys in Tacoma. You have better options in Tacoma over Dylan Moore. Donovan Solano barely plays as it is. I said earlier, you could have started Luke Raley today, and he would have put up a better at-bat than Dylan Moore. And that's true. All day. But no, you guys would rather roll with Dylan Moore and Donovan Solano than, bring up Samad Taylor, who is crushing it in AAA right now, or bring up Leo Rivas, who was really good while he was in Seattle. Hell, you could even bring up Leody Taveras, who is playing quite well in Tacoma right now, and seems to have found his confidence. And he would probably be a better option than what you have on the bench right now. Mitch Garver, I get. I don't like it, because Mitch Garver strikes out way too much for my taste. And him being behind the plate is really not good enough. But I get it. He is a backup catcher. You are paying him way too much. But he's doing, basically what you would expect from a backup catcher. Fine, whatever. Mitch Garver, I completely understand. But Dylan Moore and Donovan Solano, what the fuck are we doing? Seriously, what in the flying fuck are we doing? The fact that this team refuses, that this front office refuses to DFA Dylan Moore. The fact that this front office refuses to DFA Dylan Solano, or Donovan Solano, not Dylan Solano, but Donovan Solano, and cut the dead fucking weight and try something else, is unfucking acceptable. Unfucking acceptable. Completely, totally unfucking acceptable. You didn't sign Pete Alonso. That's over. That's done with. That, can't do a goddamn thing about that. You chose not to trade for Willie Castro and Johan Duran, even though you had the prospect capital to do it. That's over. Can't do anything about that. That's done. But the fact that you continue actively, willingly choose to roster Donovan Solano and Dylan Moore is unfucking acceptable. Unfucking acceptable. That is not what a good fucking baseball team does. Not even in the least. 2-7 on this road trip. 2-7. The offense was shut down completely. This offense struggled against Ranger Suarez, who was a number 5 starter. This offense should have scored runs against Suarez, but couldn't do it. Luzardo's been having problems all year. Couldn't score runs off of him. Couldn't do anything against him. I'll cut you slack on on Sanchez, because that's a damn good pitcher. That is a very damn good pitcher. Clay Holmes been having issues all year. Couldn't score any runs against him. You had a fucking Major League debuter. Just shut your offense down. Just shut it down. All day. In New York. Dylan Moore and Mitch Garver cost you 2 games in Baltimore. Just straight up cost you 2 games. If anybody but Dylan Moore plays right field in game 2, the Mariners win that game. I don't know what the fuck Dylan Moore was doing so far in right center field when you had Julio to catch those balls or to cover that ground. I don't know what the fuck Dylan Moore was doing playing so far in against a dead pull hitter in Jackson Holiday. But it cost you a ball game. He should have been DFA'd immediately after that game. But no, you decided, now we're going to roll with him and see how it goes. He played last night and had like 2 strikeouts. He played today and had like 2 strikeouts.
In cooperation with Sound Credit Union, Sunset Ford is offering 4.99% financing for 72 months on both new.
This is not working.
2015 and newer, with no payments for 90 days, plus warranty protection for life and oil changes for life on every single qualifying vehicle. You just get more.
Victor Robles is going to come back in about 2 weeks, and somebody's got to go. Well, you're going to be playing a man down because of the roster expansion and whatnot. So you're basically going to be playing with the same bench that you have.
Not later, not someday, now. Because when people care, good spreads fast. So don't scroll past the moment. One click.
You could today.
Start a GoFundMe.
DFA Solano. DFA Dylan Moore. Yeah, I get Solano's the backup first baseman, and he's a platoon partner, but you got no platoon partner. Josh Naylor is good enough to bat both lefties and righties, and that's fine. You have a backup first baseman. His name is Luke Raley. Fucking use him. He is a better hitter than Dylan Moore and Donovan Solano. You've been using Canzone against righties because you don't trust trust Dylan Moore. I don't know why you refuse to use Luke Raley as the backup right fielder or backup first baseman over Dylan Moore or Donovan Solano. You could have easily put Luke Raley into this game today, because Dylan Moore cannot be trusted to do anything. Anything. If you're worried about base running, Leo Rivas gives you the same speed. So does Samad Taylor, and so does Tavares for that matter. If you're worried about defense when it comes to Dylan Moore, Leo Rivas is pretty good. Samad Taylor, same thing. Tavares, same thing. As far as first base, you don't need Donovan Solano. He can't hit lefties anyway. He's dead fucking weight. Use Luke Raley. You had a bench of Luke Raley, Mitch Garver, and some combination of Leo Rivas, Tavares, and Samad Taylor. That would be a decent bench. That would be good enough. But no, you guys don't want to do that. You basically want to roll literally 2 men short offensively. And that's not fucking good enough. It's just not. So Jerry, get this shit figured out. Because going 2-7, watching this team lose winnable games, watching this team getting their asses kicked by the Phillies, watching this offense, who is way more talented than they've shown, get shut down in a hitter-friendly park, pisses me off. Pisses off a lot of Mariner fans. So get this shit figured out. Get Dylan Moore off this fucking roster pronto, post haste. I don't care if he's a good fucking clubhouse guy. I don't care if you think it'll mess with clubhouse chemistry. Dylan Moore is costing you wins. Cut Donovan Solano. He may be a good clubhouse guy, but he's not needed. He doesn't have a roster spot. Clubhouse chemistry is important, but so is winning. And right now, the way this roster is configured, you're not winning ball games. You are not. You should be, for all intents and purposes, you should be in first place in the AL West right now. All by yourselves. The Astros should be about 2 or 3 games behind you, looking up at you. But because of the way ownership acted during the offseason, because of the fact that you guys couldn't give that the front office couldn't give up that extra prospect to get Willie Castro and Johan Duran from the Twins. And yes, you could have got them in a package deal. You probably would have had to give up a higher prospect or 2, but you could have gotten it done if you wanted to. And you know you could have. Had you done any of those things, this ball club probably goes better than 2-7 on this fucking road trip. But you didn't. And this team is 2-7 on this road trip. Basically wiped away any good the 9-1 homestand did. You're only saving fucking grace from not getting fucking buried in the playoff standings and in the AL West is that Houston isn't the same team they were last year, that Boston has been struggling, and that New York has been struggling, and Cleveland and Kansas City are built similarly to your team. That is your only saving grace. You should be way ahead in the AL wildcard race right now. Way the fuck ahead. At least 5 games on Cleveland and at least 5 games on Kansas City. You should be at least 2 or 3 games up on Houston right now. But you're not. Because you guys didn't do the fucking things necessary to win ball games. You didn't do the things necessary to build a roster that can win ball games on the road.
How about the new Ultimate Trio? Choose 3 apps.
You refuse to cut Dylan Moore, even though he's got a 60% strikeout rate. You refuse to cut Donovan Solano, even though he's got no roster spot. Just not good enough, guys. Not good enough. Fix this shit. Because at the rate you're going, you're not even going to make the playoffs. And it'll be another year of what could have been, and 1 game short, and, well, you know, we could have done this, we could have done that, and more excuses. Another year where we head into an offseason where we're told that ownership is going to spend money and doesn't spend jack shit.
And if it was a number, it would be...
Tired of this shit. I am tired of this shit. Figure it the fuck out. End of story. Figure it the fuck out.